Hi, how are you? Hope your day is enjoyable. The 2-year anniversary of this channel happened within this week, so I would like to dedicate some time to talk about things. If it's not obvious enough, this is not my usual kind of video. This video is about the channel and the one behind the channel, aka me. I'm still running this channel solo, by the way. So first of all, I would like to say thank you for those who have been around for quite a while. If you visit the channel on and off from time to time, then hey, welcome back. Hope things are still enjoyable for you. If you are relatively or completely new to the channel, then hey, are you lost? Welcome anyway. Hope you'll find the content enjoyable. As for me, well, making these videos have always been enjoyable for me. Basically, everything I've said last year in the 1-year anniversary video still apply to this day. However, there are some recent development that I don't enjoy. Especially this. Oh, no, not because there are lots of notifications. It's because I quite literally have no time to read these. For me, one of the most enjoyable things about running this channel is reading and answering questions in the comment section. From time to time, there are serious questions and I really enjoy answering those. I want to provide answer for those who are curious, those who want to learn. On the other side, from time to time, there are some absurd questions or remarks. Made me laugh and that is, of course, also enjoyable. However, I haven't been able to do so for basically this entire year. So, what happened? Well, to put it very simply, I have been busy. Boring answer I know, but that is literally the reason. And the thing is, I haven't been doing anything major either. It's basically just paperworks, administration stuffs over and over again. If you didn't know, I teach undergraduate students as an adjunct lecturer, which is fun of course. I enjoy every single moment of me teaching in class. Meanwhile, the paperworks are, well, not so much to say the least. New curriculum dropped this year, so there are tons of paperworks to be done. I also need to reduce some of my teaching materials. There were also some inspections for the program's accreditation for the past couple months, so there are even more paperwork. Yay. Teachers and lecturers should understand how hectic it can be. But still, I should be free during the weekend, right? Why don't I just, read and reply to comments on the weekend? Well, weekend is the time for card games and hanging out with IRL friends. Several months ago, I became an official Konami judge for Yu-Gi-Oh! The reverie kind of judge, by the way, not the courtroom kind of judge. Hence, every weekend, either I judge at official tournaments or I participate as a duelist, a player. Those who have been around for quite a while should already know that I am into card games. And yeah, that's how I spend my weekend most of the time. I also participate in bigger tournaments like the international ones. And in Indonesia, big events are always held around Jakarta, but I don't live in this area. So obviously, I need to allocate a decent amount of time and resources to participate in such events, whether as a judge or a participant. Oh, and I have been sick twice this year, which might not sound that big of a deal, but it is truly unusual for me. I am known as the guy who is never sick, which is not true, but I very rarely got sick. And those times when I was sick really messed my schedule and productivity. But anyway, just to be clear, I am not complaining. Life has been enjoyable for me. It truly has been. I am simply explaining the reason why I haven't been able to engage with the YouTube community. Not as much at least. Actually, I noticed that some of you have been asking where and how to contact me. Well, the answer is technically anywhere listed on the channel's description. Don't DM me on Instagram or TikTok though. I don't really use those even though I technically do have accounts on those social media. But yeah, you can email me. Just hope that your mail is not listed as spam because then it wouldn't reach me. You can DM my Discord account or just tag me on the Discord channel. That's completely fine as long as you don't spam me. Or you can DM my Twitter account if you want to. In fact, this year I think? Yeah, it should be this year. There was someone who contacted me on Twitter asking my feedback on their No Man's Sky webpage, for example. And yeah, I don't mind at all. I will reply if the time is right. But yeah, sometimes the message might not reach me for, well, whatever reason. Or it might just be a completely busy weekdays and I simply miss the time to check the message. Feel free to do so though. Just forgive me if I couldn't reply. And now, let's talk about content. So far, I basically have two kinds of content, right? The weekly content, which is the What Exactly Is series, still consistently doing that of course, and the Zoologist reviews or Zoologist Explore, which I had been doing once a month. Past tense by the way, because I haven't been able to make that kind of content since... I'm not even sure. When was the last time I made that kind of video? Was it the Animal Kaiser video? Probably. The thing is, I really enjoy making that kind of video. And actually, I had several ideas. Some topics that I would like to review. Things that I would like to talk about. But I simply couldn't allocate the time to make a video about those and it basically missed the timing. For example, I wanted to review the creatures from Reverse 1999 because there are some interesting creatures with a decent amount of detail to talk about. But I already stopped playing the game several months ago, so now it would be quite difficult to do. And I remember someone asking for a review on Arknight's character because most of them have animal aspect, and I like that idea. I also played Arknights by the way, but yeah, past tense. I also stopped playing the game. Of course, I could just look it up on the internet, but it's not as convenient as looking at it inside the game. Those ideas are not completely discarded though. I really like the story of those two games, so I still follow it to some extent. Just not playing the game myself. I didn't lose my interest on the series, so I might still do the review in the future. Not sure when I would be able to do it though. Oh, and there was a Japanese card game with animal theme, and I was gonna review that, but I don't even remember the name of that card game. It's very niche and I'm not even sure how to find it. There is no English version of it, so I'm not even sure who to ask about it, and how do I ask about it. Oh, and one of my most viewed video is the popular media one. The one where I talk about Monster Hunter, Digimon, Pokemon, and Monster vs. Godzilla. So I got some suggestion of what to check out in that comment section, and I wanted to make a part 2 video, or maybe even more. But yeah, basically, I haven't got the time to do so because I want to at least dive deeper into the media I'm about to review, I don't want to watch or play something just for the sake of making a review. Oh, and also, I was strongly considering checking out No Man's Sky because that person who messaged me on Twitter got me curious about No Man's Sky. I do know that it is a big exploration game though, which would take a lot of time, perhaps even an infinite amount of time technically. And like I said, I haven't been able to allocate much time, so yeah, that is still on my backlog. Nevertheless, some of my contents this year are memorable for me. For example, that time when I basically spent most of the demo period of Monster Hunter Wilds to explore Windward Plains, and apparently I'm the first English-speaking account to discover the way to find Himsrigian, which is a funny achievement to say the least. There was also that time where I uploaded a tutorial video on how the fishing mechanic works in Monster Hunter Wilds, on this channel by the way, out of nowhere, no one even asked. That was quite funny when I think about it. And so, what about next year? Any plans in particular? Something I'm excited about maybe? Or maybe something to alleviate the lack of communication? Well, unfortunately, I don't really have an actual plan. I have a sizable amount of backlogs for sure, but I couldn't promise anything. However, there is actually one thing that I genuinely want to do, somewhat impulsively. I have talked about this last year in the 1-year anniversary video, and that is streaming. I mean, live streaming in this channel. And what would I stream? Well, I don't know actually. Probably random video games, whatever I feel like streaming. Now, some of you might wonder, why would a zoology channel live stream a video game? And to whoever might raise that question, I would say, just look at the channel's name. It is out of place, I know, but hey, guess what my channel's name is, right? But yeah, it's something I want to do just to experience new things. Because trying out new stuff can be quite fun. I know that most of my viewers might not be interested in this kind of content, but I'll do it anyway. I'm just gonna do it for myself. And if some of you do enjoy that kind of content, then hey, that's neat. So right now I'm still busy. The semester is not over yet, but it will be by the end of December. Hence, you could expect me to randomly do some livestream every now and then around late December to January at least. Actually, by the time this video is uploaded, I might have done a test stream just to make sure I understand how to actually do it on YouTube. Because I've never done it, Or perhaps several hours after this video is uploaded, who knows. We'll see. Whatever I'll stream, for the foreseeable future, it will most likely be a video game that involves animal though. Most likely Dave the Diver because I think it's a chill game, and I've heard there are a lot of marine animals in the game. Or perhaps Prehistoric Kingdom, a game that I've been following since the actual beginning pretty much, since it was still a Kickstarter project. I followed the page back when I was still an undergraduate student actually. That was 2014 I think, maybe 2015. I do know that the game has been out as early access for quite a while though. I did buy the game, but I was about to let them cook for a while before I tried it. I mean, hey, I have been waiting for years already anyway, so several more years wouldn't hurt. And so, if you happen to see me live on YouTube, feel free to say hi, chill around, leave it on the background while you are doing something, or you could ask me anything. I would be happy to answer whatever questions you might have. Well, there might be some questions that I wouldn't answer, of course, but that's just how it is with everyone, right? Hope you'll understand. But yeah, that is basically it. Once again, I would like to apologize for the lack of communication and content. We'll see if I could sort things out, but nevertheless, hope this year has been enjoyable for you. Well, this year is not even over to be fair, but you get what I mean, right? Hope life will always be enjoyable. Even if not, hope you could reach those enjoyable days in the foreseeable future. Just keep trying your best, but don't forget to rest your eyes. Actually, don't forget to rest yourself as a whole, both body and mind. And yeah, that's all for now.